I saw who I saw. I picked who I picked. I targeted. I went for the kill, and I killed it. The reason why it was the first and only time.
You killed him.
Oh yeah, I killed it. He was passed out in bed and all this stuff. But the problem was he was in town on a book tour, right? And obviously he was staying at a hotel. And all these books that were there, I managed to open the box, and on the front cover of this book
was him and his wife?
His wife and child. I didn't go out looking to have a man in bed, a random man in bed. I went out with my girls to chill. I went out with my boys to chill. Mm-hmm. I want to be left alone. But if I were to accept a thing, I would want a man to be a gentleman. I'm sorry. Talk to me like.
How many drinks do I need to buy?
Talk to me like, well, hey, I noticed you. Okay, so let me actually.
6 drinks?
I'll share you a story, and this was really cute. I'm a foodie, so you probably got to appreciate this too. I was down the shore. I was eating this amazing meal that I had. I was not intoxicated because I don't drink when I drive, and I'm always a designated driver. And all of a sudden the waitress goes, there's a gentleman at the bar that wants to buy you, and I cut her off and said, no, I don't want to drink. She's like, oh no, he wants to buy you dessert. And I was like, what? Okay. And I was like, and he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And I got the dessert. And he came by. Actually, no, I called him over. He didn't come by. I called him over. And when he came by, I was like, hi, thank you for the dessert. My name is Jessenia. What made you buy me this dessert? He was like, I've never seen someone eat food with so much love and excitement. And I just thought that you'd probably like dessert. That motherfucker took my number. I was like, here, take my number. That was like something.
Did he get dessert?
No, he didn't. I was with my girlfriends. I was with my friends. And what I liked is that he didn't come to bother me. You know what I'm saying? He left an open little invitation. I could have just waved thank you and walked away, but I was curious what made him buy me, instead of shots, this. He was observant. Did we end up going on another date? No, because I wasn't going to go all the way to the Jersey Shore.
First of all, that was very nice and that was thoughtful.
Very thoughtful.
Did that mean ordering her a dessert means that he was getting some ass?
Why
No, Oliver.
No.
Oliver got a different appetite. I thought you was a foodie.
I am.
You a foodie.
Yeah. And booty. And coochie.
On your boot.
And titty.
First of all, I don't understand why that means that a man is getting some ass. That might get him a second date. Maybe she would have wanted to see him again.
And I did. But
so,
you live too far away.
Okay, so now I want to pivot. Now here I want to get straight to it. And it's like, we're just having fantasy, right? We just have fantasy talk. What lines or ways can a man, it's like, you know what? I want to smash. What will work on you?
I really.
What would work on you?
I'm in a fantasy.
Just
in a fantasy?
What game? What scheme?
Bust the
what
rhymes.
line?
Bust the rhymes. Baby, if I give it to you.
So that's what you need? A guy to just dance and then shake his shoulders? That's what get you?
I don't know. You said in a fantasy, okay?
I'm like trying to steal Jessenia's fantasy.
Don't
like,
fantasy up.
Pay for my meal.
That to me.
Come from over the table. Come from over.
Pay for your meal is not saying
no, like how
buns.
that happened.
Okay.
I can't think of my own scenario, honestly, because I really don't like to be bothered when I'm out. Like, I don't really like anybody talking to me or, trying to get my number or, anything like that. But I really just don't care for that.
You have had relationships. You are
They didn't start like that.
They didn't meet at the club.
Wherever, okay.
And I sought out everybody I've dated. So
she do. Remember a strategy. She had a strategy. She just told you that, listen. Oliver. Baby, if you give it to me.
That is crazy.
I'll give it to you.
So you because I want to know, because it's almost like I'm asking you to tell me. I want the answers to the test.
Basically, that's confidence.
No, but I need to know a scenario that would work.
That's confidence. If
in
the
a
person said,
dream
baby,
world,
if you
that
give it to me.
if this guy or woman said this on that night or night 2 or 3, I would give it. Like, I want to know that scenario. Like
Oliver wants to know, do you guys got a fucking a cheat code?
Yeah, I just want to know,
no. Okay, so I'll be okay. So those girls,
have you ever had sex on the first night?
Yes, that's what I was gonna.
So she had sex. Have you ever had sex on the first night?
No.
Second night?
No.
Within a week?
No.
Wow. Okay, so I have.
Let's go. Come back to you.
No, but so
you had sex on the first night.
We're adults. People have sex.
We're adults.
And I'm very,
Ooh,
I'm very
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Finally!
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Let's go with
Let's
Amanda
go,
first.
let's go.
Yes.
Yes. Let's
There's
go.
hope for her coochie. No, I'm sorry.
No, but this isn't anyone I've dated. I feel like I told this story
No
already.
disclaimers.
It'll be my first time hearing it. Let
Yes,
me hear
my
it.
first time too. I don't
No,
know
yeah, but this isn't someone I dated, so I don't know if the story
It
is
doesn't matter.
even like goes. But it was literally just somebody that I mean, like we knew from like the party scene. So like I would always see him around. And we were both in Miami for Carnival
So where's
together.
Miami?
That's why I don't do Miami.
Miami does you.
So yeah, we were both in Miami for Carnival together, and it kind of just happened. Like we were like almost at all of the same
You
events.
skipped over. How did it just happen? Because this just happened. Like, we need building up.
Okay, so the first night I was in Miami, even though this is someone that I've seen pretty
Numerous
often
times,
in New York, when I saw him at the first event in Miami, like he approached me, he was just like, "Oh, hey, you're here, blah blah blah." We exchanged numbers and we started talking throughout Miami. I was only in Miami for what, like 5 days? And we started texting. I saw him again a second time, and every night he's been trying to get me to come out, come to this party. But I had a whole itinerary with my friends anyway, so I was just like, oh no, like maybe tomorrow I'll be able to do it, but whatever. Never saw him again until our last day in Miami. Well, actually, it was my last day. My last day in Miami, and he was like, "Oh, I'm free tonight," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm free tonight too."
You know what that meant? They both were speaking their language.
Oh, so you, all right.
So yeah, so we linked up that last night, and yeah, we did the do.
Okay, so they knew what they was doing.
Was it a good do?
It was a good do. It was a very
Okay,
good
shout
and
out, just shout out.
spontaneous do.
The spontaneous dude is really that.
So
that
that's what
fun.
works for you then? Spontaneity where you don't know?
He worked
That
for
was-
Oliver.
Huh?
He worked
He
it,
worked
yeah.
it
He
for
stayed
4 days.
consistent. He was consistent and persistent and insistent.
It's a lot of sense.
Very.
It's a lot of sense. You know,
Guys, take notes.
yeah, but it doesn't always work, guys and ladies. Don't do that.
Listen.
Don't say that's a sure
In
way.
life, you gotta take risks, right? Nothing is ever guaranteed. So
But I
take a
feel
take a
like from
chance.
like we both knew that we were attracted to each other though. That's why we exchanged
And they was
numbers
not
when we
friend
saw
zoning
each other
each
the
other.
first night.
They weren't like, oh yeah, take my number, friend. No, they was like, yeah, okay, it was nice to see you out here. We're in Carnival. You know what
yeah,
that means?
his persistence, yeah. So I want to hear your story about your one night kill.
My one night kill. Actually, I was on the prowl.
Ooh,
Explain.
let's hear.
So,
I want to hear this one.
Here it is.
I want to hear this.
so the reason why this theory that I told you about, like, oh my god, like I was like, I could go up to 10 motherfuckers and say, you know, do you want to do something after this? Or you want to go out? And they'll all say yes. It's because I did it one time, not 10. I was newly single, and at the time, that's when I was on the previous segment, one of the guests was talking about trying to fill that void with sex. So because I didn't love myself, I felt that being desired would help me feel that, like, fill in that void, but instead you feel shitty. So this was the first and only time I did this. I went out with the intention of having sex with someone. And I was going to pick who this was. And mind you, I lost virginity very late in life. I was 19.
That's not late.
I mean, all my friends were 16. So, you know, I was
That's
like,
still not late in life,
Still
honey.
not late.
I was like, oh my God, I'm going to hell. Well, they all made fun of me.
If
But
you lost it at 30.
no, right? No. So I went
No
out.
shade, though, no shade.
I went out
No judgment.
with
Yeah.
the intention of getting laid. Okay? And dance floor, I saw who I saw. I picked who I picked. I targeted. I went for the kill. And I killed it. The reason why it was the first and only time.
You killed him.
She
Oh yeah, I
said
killed it.
you
He
killed
He
it.
was passed out in bed and all this stuff. But the problem was he was in town on a book tour, right? And obviously he was staying at a hotel. And all these books that were there, I managed to open the box, and on the front cover of this book,
Was him and his wife?
his wife and child. Oh my God! Like the universe taught me a lesson of my power
making
and
me
my
think of so
my
many people that have
power,
written books now.
my power and my
I'm about to
gift.
Google search.
So my power was my woman in essence that we have, but my gift is also my temple, my body. And at that young 23 I was 23, 22. I learned, like, God, like, I felt shitty. Because this motherfucker might have done this maybe a few times. It didn't matter. It happened with me. And now that I knew that, like, I prayed, girl. I prayed on it too. I was like, Lord, I'm sorry, even though I didn't know. But us women, we need to just be. That's why, you know, when a motherfucker comes to me, it's like, you want fuck? Hell's no. Goodbye. I'm not trying to.
Why is he single?
Why am I single?
No, what if he's single?
No, I want to get to know you a little bit better. I want to know who I'm going to allow. I want to know your vibe. I want to know your energy. Because with that, it could be a 10-minute conversation, an hour conversation, 2 days, a week. I'm going to know. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to send something.
So should that be the route he goes to get you? What if his agenda is still to kill? Should he? So you saying?
I think everybody's intention is to eventually see what that's like.
But there's some people that's like,
yeah,
you know,
Oliver.
No, there's some people that's casual. No, there's some people that's casual. Some people that wants more. So if his intention is casual, you're saying that he should go the long route.
If it's casual, I think you should be open about it after a while and realize that I don't want to be wooed either. And again, don't.
But you don't want the upfrontness, though.
No, I think that. Okay, so listen. Let's talk about a sex addict. Or let's say somebody that has a real large appetite for sex. If you get the vibe, just like you were talking about before, if you get the vibe that I'm looking for commitment, then it's your
I won't know until we have a conversation.
It's your responsibility to tell me now, hey, I don't want nothing serious. I just want to have sex.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Right. And that's my right to say yes or no.